Let's give it a go.
Oh, yes.
Let's give it a go.
Yeah. Hi, welcome to PohPoh's Kitchen. This is our second episode of the party series. We are going to make a Mutton-Lamb Tikka today, which is a street food from Punjab, but it can be used as a street food or one portion starter meal. So it's done in three stages. We'll do the meat first, sauce second, and then we'll finish it off.
मैं भूल गई, I'm so sorry. अभी तपन ने मेरे सामने क्या ऐसे कहना है क्या बोल So can we is there any condiments or sauces that we can have?
You won't need it. It doesn't need any sauces because it comes with the sauce.
So does it cook in its own sauce or do we add the sauce?
Yes, we add the sauce. As I said, we do it in 3 different stages.
That sounds nice. That sounds nice. So like you mentioned earlier, it can either be had as a main dish or as a side dish.
Or a street food or starter, depending on the portion, obviously. Yeah, you can have it with naan or brioche rolls. It's quite nice. That's how it's sold in India, on the streets with brioche rolls.
Yeah.
Onion, ginger, fresh tomato, yogurt, and then coriander powder, coarsely ground, black pepper, coarsely ground, and Kashmiri mirch. This will provide the color. It's got no chili. You can add chili powder as much as you like, hot or some people like just the flavor of the black pepper. I do, so I don't add extra red pepper.
So the red chili powder gives the color, gives the kick, but not the spice.
Not the spice. Neutral flavor. Olive oil or what I normally like to use is olive oil or sunflower oil. Then a couple of bay leaves, little piece of cinnamon, and a couple of green cardamoms. That's right. Let them heat a bit, and then we'll fry the meat in it. They will just bubble a bit, and you can see the color changing. And as the color changes, you can add the meat.
And do we need to season the meat before we add it, or?
No, we can season it as we are cooking it. Okay, so now we'll add the onions. And you don't put a lot in say half kg meat. Put 1.5 onion, finely chopped, and a piece of ginger. I would say an inch piece of ginger. And you can use next we put in salt, haldi, and tomatoes.
So this is tomatoes.
Tomatoes, both 1.5 tomato and half kg meat. Obviously, you increase once you increase the meat, if you're cooking for a larger party, then you'll obviously need more onion, more tomato. But the ratio is for 500 gram of meat, 1.5 onion, 1.5 tomato, and a piece of ginger.
And as we add in more vegetables, do we turn down the heat or do we let it stay this?
Just for a bit, we will turn down, put it on low heat, but then it will release its own juices. Okay.
And when do we know when to start adding the spices in?
I'm going to put everything in because this has to be fried off at the end. If this doesn't do anything, it stops the spices burning.
Right.
Because they are in this, they will not, if you put them straight, might burn a bit.
Okay. So we add the yogurt to add a bit of creaminess and so that
To
the
cook it,
spices
yeah, don't burn. One and a bit. And same, one and a bit of black pepper, and 1 and a bit of
coriander.
2 of coriander.
And a cup of
Full of rice. Cup full of yogurt, yeah.
And does the just like the vegetables, does the quantity of the yogurt increase?
It will increase along with the thing. So as you got 1 kg, about, I wouldn't double it all the time, but the quantity increases.
So we just mix it to a fine paste.
Yeah.
And then add it along with
That's
the vegetables and meat.
Yeah, that's it. And then we'll put it on low heat and let it cook.
That must look nice and creamy.
Okay, we will move it on medium heat and let it cook.
Do we add water or anything to it? Or?
Yeah, you can, but just very minimal, because meat normally releases out a lot of water itself. So if it's cooked in its own juices, it tastes much better. It doesn't taste watery.
Are we done in terms of?
Yeah, we'll leave it on now. It will take its own time. It will take its own time to cook. And then you keep looking at it thinking that once it's soft, then we just quickly fry it off, because the masala needs to be totally dry.
Okay.
And while we're doing this, we can make the sauce. Right. We start with boiled onion paste. You chop the onions thick, put ginger and a little piece of garlic in it and let it boil. And once it's boiled, with a little bit of water, not too much, you grind it to a paste.
Okay.
Okay.
Right? That's the base of it.
This turns into
This.
Okay.
Then, now I'll explain to you. This is tomato puree, garam masala, yogurt, and fenugreek seeds, fenugreek leaves. That's what goes in it.
This is simple and nice.
No, this is listen, it looks a complicated dish, but there's not too many spices. If you, as you can see, there's just 3 stages of it, but it's something that cannot go wrong, because the meat doesn't have to have a certain thickness. As long as it's properly cooked, it's fine.
You make it sound really simple.
No, it is simple. No, it is simple. It is simple. That's the reason it's simple, because not too many things. But I know you might think, my God, this, the third thing, assemble it together. But it's not.
I think that is all.
Very little can go wrong in this dish. You know, when there are certain dishes, you have to make a gravy to a certain thickness and be very careful. But here, nothing can go wrong.
So we put oil in?
Oil in, yeah. Once the oil is slightly warm, we'll add the onion paste.
Onion and garlic paste.
Onion garlic paste.
Onion ginger.
So, 1 onion, small one, more than enough. Little piece of ginger and 1 clove of garlic. Okay, we need to fry this a bit, but keep it in mind, it's already cooked. If you look at it, shouldn't go yellow. Okay. Not to overcook it.
Yeah. So we take white onions for this.
White onions. First I'll add this haldi. I'm adding very little because this is fresh and very strong. It really goes like an orangey color.
So are we adding this haldi here for the taste or for the color?
Color. You know, we'll notice if you make any tomato-based dish without haldi, it doesn't come out. The color doesn't come out. There's the lefted dull. Yeah, it looks raw and looks dull.
Look at a nice golden shade that it has come out with.
So I'm going to switch it off for a second, because if you put it yogurt in it in the heat, it normally leaves little pieces in it.
Okay.
It breaks up and it's not creamy or smooth. So anything cream or this adding, you should load the heat down or switch it off for a bit.
Okay. I genuinely did not know that. Because we usually add while we're cooking. चालू ग्रेवी में ही ऊपर से डाल के
हाँ नहीं फिर अगर देखोगे ना वो फुटियाँ सी आ जाती हैं. White. So avoid that. You just switch it off seconds. You don't have to. Not on a cooking. Now look, there's nothing in it.
We definitely do that.
What's this?
This is garam masala. About a spoon and a half. I'll give you the ingredients for that. Yeah.
So garam masala is for the kitchen.
Yes, for the sauce.
And do we add any other spice apart from salt, garam masala,
Haldi and color. We'll add color now.
Perfect. Not very complicated, is it?
No, it's nice and simple.
Nice and simple.
You can make any gravy on these bases, and it's easy. That's again Kashmiri mirch, and I'm going to add just a little bit of red chili in it, because it's got a lot of black pepper, so it will be really mild. But again,
that is optional, right?
it is totally optional if you like the food mild. At home, I don't use it because nobody has hot food, and children don't like it. So now we leave it on.
Do we let this slow cook as well?
Yes, we let this slow cook.
For how much time should we let it?
You will see it will be totally tomatoey, and you will know. Leave the oil and it'll be ready to eat. Okay.
And we don't add any water at all.
We will let it fry for a bit.
Okay.
With this you can't make without water, but I just want to fry it a little bit so that the color starts coming out. Look, it's better now. It's drying up, reddish. So as it goes bit, you can add water and let it cook on its own. You will have to do it. Suppose you are doubling this, you're going to need double the garam masala, double tomato, and double to everything with water.
And let's say I miscalculated everything, and I realized that I will need a bit more of it.
You can add it. Taste it.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. Taste it, because salt is something you will know unless you've tasted it. Taste it.
So if it's semi-cooked, like, let's say at this stage, and then I realize that maybe I do need a bit more of it. If I add the ingredients like a yogurt or the boiled,
just cook it through. You can cook it. Put a bit of water with that and cook it through.
So it's not advisable to cook semi-cooked into the one that's already cooked. And make another batch, is it?
No, like semi-cooked, you're realizing you're missing things. Keep adding. Nothing is going to happen. Nothing.
Life is easy.
Nothing's going to. When it's semi-cooked, you taste it and you think, I need a little bit of garam masala, or I need a little bit of leaves or dhania or anything. Just add it, but cook it through for a bit more longer.
Okay.
With a drop of water, just cook it through.
Oh, okay.
It's not as complicated as it is. Don't have to make another batch.
There's this whole myth behind, the gravies and the tikkas and the proportions of them. I think that's what we're doing here in the party menu.
Yeah,
series.
you can have a really posh party without killing yourself.
It's music to my ears.
Right. We'll go to the final stage of it, of assembling it. We'll put a little bit of oil. Chopped red onion.
Yeah. This looks amazing.
Okay.
Why does he not fit like Milo? Milo is sick.
Okay.
Yep.
That's about one portion. And we add a bit of sauce on it. Right. Can I get that? Huh?
What's this, Auntie?
Chili and ginger
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of green chilies and some coriander.
Yeah. Oh wow. Look at it sizzle.
It's ready to serve.
Which one are you going for?
Taste it. Tikka.
More?
You try the flavor.
Abhi, try it. More.
That's really good.
Have some more.
I'm glad कि ये खा के मैंने अपना व्रत तोड़ा है.
यार जरा आपसे मजा आ रही हो.
कौन ही दे?
So good. It's got.
What do you think of this? Did I be bad, right? There's lots left.
Now you can see it doesn't need any chutney or sauce or anything. As I said, on the street corners they sell it with brioche rolls, buttered brioche rolls.
Why didn't Poh Poh try it? Too spicy for Poh Poh.
Poh Poh, now you should ask them.
What? Then I don't want to try it.
So are we wrapping up?
Yes?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's fine. What are you gonna say?
Thank you for watching, and you should try and make it. It's simple, straightforward, but a very effective dish. Thank you.
Poh Poh loves it.
What you say, Alexa? Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Blue every day.